You know how they say, in age lies wisdom, and that's certainly true when talking about the automotive industry. The thing is, mature audiences just know what to look for and where to do so when it comes to purchasing a modern pickup truck. Our elders undoubtedly have the best sense for sniffing out models that have the greatest reliability record, best utilitarian value, and represent an incredible choice in terms of value for money. So let's take a look at their incredibly sharp choices as we check out 6 pickup trucks senior drivers love. Number 6. Toyota Tacoma. Growing old is natural, and with it, the necessity for adventure and uncertainty slowly turns into a need for reliability and predictability, 2 of the most important characteristics that the Toyota Tacoma has. The Tacoma has always been the pickup truck that the elderly adored, and for good reason. It is, after all, one of the most dependable vehicles in the US, and it's also incredibly affordable. Plus, the Tacoma always offered a good blend of utility, comfort, traditionality, and convenience, something that almost no other midsize pickup truck does nowadays. The Tacoma, especially the previous generation, offered simple, tried and tested powertrains and was one of the simplest vehicles on offer, making it easily one of the few remaining pickup trucks that embodied the soul of pickup trucks of old. The current generation does trade a fragment of that soul for a more modern engine, cabin and suspension setup, and while yes, it is a bit more complicated, it still is an incredibly reliable vehicle. However, we gotta say that there still are incredible options on offer today that give us an even greater sense of traditionality, which is why we had to give the Tacoma such a lowly place on our list. Number 5. Chevrolet Silverado. Having a full-size pickup truck with a proper choice of engines is a rarity nowadays. However, GM remains adamant about remaining as traditional as possible. This makes it one of the most adored pickup trucks for seniors, as it, unlike the rest of its pack, the Chevy Silverado offers a slew of traditional V8 engines, a very work-oriented interior and exterior, and represents a perfect amalgamation of comfort, utility, and practicality. First of all, you can choose between a 2.7-liter Turbo 4 engine, which is pretty peppy and relatively reliable, but quite unrefined. Then you can either get a 5.3-liter or a 6.2-liter V8 engine, both of which are extremely traditional and very reliable. They also produce a nice amount of torque and power, a true pair of workhorse engines, something that the wise amongst us adore. Plus, the truck also offers a very modern interior with a 12.3-inch infotainment and a fully digital gauge cluster, but also combines it with quite a bit of traditionality. You get physical buttons, dials, and swivels, and everything has been made robustly and ruggedly. It's a perfect middle ground between the more luscious but overly complex Ram 1500 and the workman's choice that is the F-150, and as such, represents one of the favorite choices for older people. Number 4. Chevrolet Colorado. Chevy has managed the impossible, and that's to combine modernity with tradition and offer it at a very affordable price. The Chevy Colorado is widely regarded as one of the best midsize pickup trucks because it truly embodies what a midsize pickup truck should do. It's for this reason that the Colorado is well adored by both young and old drivers. First of all, it should be cheap, and that's where the Colorado outshines everything that has been pinned against it, as it's the most affordable midsize pickup truck of them all. In addition to that, the interior, while not refined in terms of material quality, is still very robust and rugged. It's extremely easy to maintain and to keep clean, and it can withstand years and hundreds of thousands of miles of abuse. You also get chunky buttons and dials that will allow you to press and manipulate them much more easily than going through a touchscreen. Plus, everything has been made so oversized that you'll be able to locate the button even if your vision isn't the same as it was in your youth. Plus, it's one of the most capable pickup trucks in its segment, offering a class-leading towing capacity of a whopping 7,700 pounds, 200 more than the Ranger and neck-to-neck with the GMC Colorado and the Jeep Gladiator, both of which are much more expensive. However, it also has a small problem in the form of its engine. Sure, the 2.7-liter Turbo 4 that it shares with the Silverado is immensely capable, and sure, it's relatively reliable. However, it isn't smooth enough and is more on the complex side even for a turbocharged engine. It has nothing against the 2.3-liter EcoBoost, which conveniently brings us to the next entry on our list. Number 3. Ford Ranger. The Ford Ranger is truly one of the best alternatives of the Toyota Tacoma. First of all, the Ranger offers an engine that is regarded as one of the best ever made. The 2.3-liter EcoBoost. Yes, the same one you can get with the Mustang. This power plant has been on the market for so long that every single issue with it has been resolved, and it's been introduced in the Hall of Fame as one of the most bulletproof engines out there. In addition to that, just look at it. Doesn't it look like the most pickup truck looking pickup truck out there? There's such a certainty in its styling that we can't help but love it. It just looks so incredibly traditional. And what have we established previously? That older people adore the safety and traditionality. In addition to that, the Ranger has a massive benefit over all of its rivals, which is the blue ovals badge at the front. Plus, you can also get it with a twin-turbo V6. However, that's an engine that we'd reserve for the youngsters and those that need a mile muncher. And while sure, the interior is a bit more radical than its rivals, it's still traditional enough that even the most conservative of people will be able to get used to it. Not to mention that it has an incredible towing capacity, offers a better ride than everything but the Tacoma, and generally shows a level of quality that drastically outshines most of its competition. Number 2. Nissan Frontier. In our humble opinion, and we're not alone in this, the Nissan Frontier is the best midsize pickup truck you can buy today. And quite a bit of senior buyers would agree with us, as in the past few years, more and more drivers have opted for it instead of the American offerings and the Toyota Tacoma. The reasoning behind this is the fact that the Frontier is a pickup truck personified. It's truly the most traditional and most old-school pickup truck on the market, midsize or not. First of all, the interior of the Frontier is extremely traditional. Everything, and we do mean everything, has a button that you can press. But you also get a nice crisp infotainment screen that is nothing short of its competitors. We also love that you get a traditional gauge cluster with a digital middle screen instead of exclusively getting a digital gauge cluster. Apart from that, just look at the exterior of the truck. Look at the charming boxy design. It seems like a proper pickup truck in a very non-generic way. Honestly, we can't help but love how Nissan managed to not overdo the exterior. But the pièce de résistance of the truck is its engine. A good old meaty V6. No inhalers, no stupid complications, nothing. Just a big naturally aspirated lump that's surely gonna last you for years on end. And it'll be extremely cheap to fix too. It's really no wonder why people love it, and it's no wonder why senior drivers prefer it to other midsize pickup trucks, save for the Tacoma. Number 1. Ford F-150. Love it or hate it, the Ford F-150 is one of the most adored vehicles in the US for a reason. It has always been the driving force behind pickup trucks, and with every generation, it always managed to be the best of the best. The reason behind this is its character. The F-150 has never traded the character it has been known for. It has always been the true choice a blue-collared worker, a ranch owner, or a true countryman wants. No matter what F-150 you bought, once you climb into it, even with your eyes closed, you'll know you're in an F-150. It just has that practical value, embodied by its incredibly old-school interior and a very simple but extremely durable and robust suspension setup, as well as fantastic utilitarian value. The F-150 is still the best full-size pickup truck when it comes to towing capacity, offering 13,500 pounds at its maximum. This is a bit more than the Silverado's 13,300 pounds, but a drastic gap compared to the Ram 1500's 11,580 pounds towing capacity. Plus, you get a choice between two EcoBoost V6 engines with varying power outputs, a hybrid, a 5.0-liter V8 Coyote, which is the one we'd go for, and a 5.2-liter Predator V8 found in the Raptor R, which is a bit overkill in our opinion. Plus, you can truly make it your own, as its interior and exterior can vary from extremely rugged and simplistic to exceptionally posh and luxurious. No matter what trim you get, it'll look good.